It's another night for the Iowa Heartlanders against the Cincinnati Cyclones, and alongside Derek Damon, head coach and general manager here on the MediaCom Keys to Victory. Derek, there were a lot of moments last night that caused a little bit of stress maybe on the bench, but as we've said a few times before we hit record, a win is a win. What did you think about last night's game?
I thought we started slow. The first 4 or 5 minutes, we weren't managing the puck very well. But then we got our legs going, and we started getting in on their D, hunting their D, pressuring them, and using our legs. And we started to make them turn the puck over, and we were able to capitalize on it. I thought we played a solid game for probably the next 2.5 periods, and then a little bit undisciplined as far as that's what Cincy's trying to do to us, get us off our game. They were able to get a delayed penalty call goal where there was an extra attacker out, and then just a defensive breakdown made it 4-3 with 4 minutes to go. But I love the character, the resiliency to stick with it. Hunter made a huge stand there on penalty shot, and at the end of the game, the last minute, we had some good blocks by our guys. Showed a lot of courage, and Tyen sticking up for his teammates there, so that was impressive.
Yeah, about the tie-ends thing before we jump into some other specifics. Chris and I said it at the time on MediaCom, which is that not everyone maybe has that in them to first professional fight for him, and he's standing up to one of the tougher guys in the league. So you see that moment. How did the bench react? What was the feeling on the bench at that moment?
You could see that guys were they were happy. Everybody was standing up. You could just feel that when you see a guy do that, a guy gets hit, he's in a vulnerable spot, and immediately a teammate goes over and sticks up for him. That just shows you the closeness that the group has in the locker room. And I've been on a lot of hockey teams, been a part of a lot of hockey teams, and whenever you have that tight-knit feel, you can do a lot of special things.
Heartlanders got the first goal from Gavin Hain. Beautiful play by Casey Dornbach. The way the Heartlanders got the puck, though, I mean, it's emblematic of Yuki Mira's entire career. It's emblematic of what Gavin Hain brings to the table. So what went into that first goal for Iowa?
Yeah, and that's exactly what I meant by hunting pucks and pressuring their D. We had realized that they had iced the puck, so it was a ozone face-off, and I told the guys, hey, their D are tired. Let's stay on them. Keep pressuring them. And that's exactly what Yuki and Gavin did, and they were ultimately able to turn the puck over, find Dorn back in the slot, and Dorney made a really nice play to Hainer on the backside.
Second goal, it was a beautiful goal. Will Calverley gets his first goal, actually since against Cincinnati at the beginning of December, because he had been out due to injury and missed a few games here or there, but his first goal in a little bit over 2 months. But Jake Durflinger's done this a handful of times this year. He's just really good sometimes on those developing odd man rushes, throwing the puck to a great area at times. So he's a pretty good shooter too, Jake, but what do you have to say about his playmaking ability at times when he sees opportunities like that?
Yeah, Durf has the ability to make plays. He's a guy that's going to win you games by his defensive abilities, blocking shots, his PK abilities, but he has that knack for finding the guys in open areas and also converting on goals as well, as we've seen. Heck of a play by Durf, heck of a finish by Cavs. Just a great goal, and that stems from our neutral zone, playing fast, which is what we talk with the guys about. Hey, get it, and let's go north right away. And we put their team under a lot of duress when we go north real quickly, and that's what we did. Actually, it was on Yuki's goal as well.
Heartlanders end up getting the win 4-3, as we mentioned. Cincinnati, they are banged up. They're missing a lot of regulars. Everyone goes through this at some point of the year. For the Cyclones, without a few of their regulars coming into the weekend, and remains to be seen what their lineup will end up looking like tonight. But when you know that, how do you preach that to the team without the guys getting overconfident thinking they can sail through a win?
Yeah, as we've seen, Kalamazoo was banged up. They were sick. They had a lot of different guys in the lineup that are not regulars on Wednesday night, and you saw what happens. That was a team that banded together. Their goalie had an outstanding performance, and we were only able to get a point in overtime, shootout loss. But that to me, I have no. I try not to think about what the other team has, and I tell the guys as well. Hey, we just have to play our game, stick to our game. We want to be managing the puck in all areas tonight. Make sure that we're not turning pucks over against these guys because they're very opportunistic, and make sure that we're in on their D and we're forechecking hard.
Derek, thanks again for a few minutes.
Thanks, David.
Absolutely. We'll be right back after this. Saturday Night Hockey here at Extreme Arena.